my mum and dad and brother. I have my rights.
That's my little girl, Gracie. Gracie!
Darling, we're in here.
Hey, sis.
Mummy, Daddy. I've been waiting for you outside school for hours. Miss Thatcher said there must have been an accident because of all the police sirens during netball. And then Inspector Slush cycled by and said you'd stolen a car, a bag of money, a metal sculpture from the museum, a gold bracelet from Razzle the Jeweller's, and a toy scooter. Please tell me that's not true.
Sweetie, of course it's not true. You see, we just borrowed the mayor's Rolls Royce, and then we found those things in the boot afterwards. Well, apart from the scooter.
But it's what? It was a Rolls. You don't just borrow someone's Rolls Royce, especially if that someone is the mayor.
It was for you, Sugar Lump. A birthday treat. Yeah, sis, we did it for you. Your big day.
So it's all my fault now, is it? I am so checking into an orphanage tonight.
Gracie, don't cry. I was going to pay for the scooter, honest.
Shut up, Gary. Pull yourself together, George. Grace, your father's car broke down. We got a tow to the garage after lunch, and just as we were leaving, the mayor's car pulled up and Herman the chauffeur popped his head out and asked why we all looked so upset.
Well, so I told him. It's my little girl's birthday today, and furthermore, she's just passed her harmonica exam, so we're driving into the country for a picnic. Only now we can't, 'cause the car is kaput.
That was when Herman gave George the keys to the mayor's Rolls Royce. All we had to do was return it by midnight and park it by the mayor's front door.
Next minute, we're speeding up the hill towards your school. Really unfair. He wouldn't let me drive. And then, all of a sudden, there's blooming police sirens and flashing lights. Oh, it was so cool. Cops were chasing us just like in a movie. Dad was such a hero.
Yes, your father, rather bizarrely, put his foot down on the accelerator.
Jerry, you loved it. We were Bonnie and Clyde, hanging a right down Crook's Hill, sneaking left along the churchyard, straight into Lover's Lane, and then, at last, out into Bluebell Woods.
It was actually very pretty, darling. And then, tragically,
I got a puncture. Dad sent me for the spare tyre, and when I looked in the boot, I found all that loot. Well, that's when it hit me. We were in big trouble, but luckily I had a crafty plan. The money, the ugly metal thing, the bracelet. Well, we buried it all, of course, and then made a run for it.
Happened to the scooter?
Well, that was my birthday present to you. Well, I took it with me, of course, but it was really heavy, sis. Gave me a blister on my finger. So, at the roundabout, I bunged it under a hedge for safety.
and that's when the police caught up with us. It was rather unpleasant, actually.
You know, I think we've been framed, and I bet that creepy Herman had something to do with it.
Seriously! But now you've buried the loot, the police will definitely think you're guilty.
I need to sort this out. But how can I? From prison. I've got to get out. If only someone would put up our bail.
Shush! Thinking. Who would pay the bail? Oh, of course. There's you. Please, get my daddy out of jail. And whilst you do that, I am going to spy on Herman. And maybe when my family are free, maybe then we can have my birthday tea. Come on, Neptune. shoes.